Welcome, ladies. We are talking about how to grow your audience and create a strong personal brand today. So I'm going to give you some tips on learning how to grow your audience and your income by creating a strong personal brand that is aligned with your core values and your big vision and your personality. So the reason why this is important, the reason why creating a strong personal brand is important is because it helps you build the know, like, and trust factor with your potential clients so that when they're ready, they will buy from you, even if there are a ton of competitors, okay? Even if there's a ton of people who are doing something that's similar to you, by building your strong personal brand and by growing your audience, you're going to prepare these people to work with you even before they're ready to work with you, okay? So if we haven't met already, I'm Kimberly Latona. I'm a life and business coach for busy women. I'm also an NLP practitioner with a master's in business, and I teach women how to create a part-time business with full-time income while living a life that they love. So the reason why I created this training is because I see a lot of women who are just starting out, who are new entrepreneurs, who are not really growing their audience. And so they don't have a lot of people to offer their product or services to because their audience is small, okay? So I think that it's really important that you grow your audience consistently over time. And also creating a strong personal brand really helps you, again, grow that know, like, and trust factor so that people, when they understand who you are and how you can help them, then when they're ready, they're going to be ready to buy from you. Okay. So if you're watching live, drop a red heart. If you're watching the replay, and a lot of you watch this later, if you're watching the replay, drop a purple heart and I'll come back and say hi to you. So hi, Karen. Hi, Shakti and Marsha. Nice to see you, ladies. Okay, again, so if there's anything that comes up during this training and you want some feedback on your specific business circumstances, let me know and I will make this more relevant to your specific industry or your specific business. Okay, so let's get started. So building a strong personal brand is essential in today's business world. It really helps you stand out from the crowd and attract your ideal clients and establish yourself as an industry expert. You establish your authority in the industry. Okay, so I want to give you 4 tips. Sorry, I seem to be losing my voice a little bit. Also, funny side note, my son, who's 2, was saying ho 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 ho, like pointing at my romper and saying ho ho ho, like he thinks this print looks like Christmas. So I don't think it looks like Christmas. I think it looks more like summer or spring, but yeah, he thinks it looks like Christmas print, so December print. Anyways, okay, so let's talk about some tips to help you create a powerful personal brand that is going to set you apart. So the first one that I want to give you is, sorry, oh my gosh, I need a little water. Okay, so the first one I want to give you is identify your unique value proposition, okay? So what makes you different from your competitors? What skills and experiences and qualities do you have that make you stand out? So I want you to identify these key attributes and use them to differentiate yourself in the market, okay? So to give you an example, Oprah Winfrey, her unique value proposition is her ability to connect with her audience on a personal level and inspire them to live their best lives, okay? So what makes you different from your competitors? What's different about you? How do you do things differently? Or what are your core values? What do you love about your life? Or what do you love about your clients? Or how do you show up differently? Okay. Sometimes people think oh, there's too many blank in the industry. Like there's too many business coaches in the industry. Okay. Well, there's not really, because you are different from everyone else. You have different experiences. You have different education. You have different, you have everything about you, there's only one you. There's literally only one you in this entire world. So you have different things and the combination of all of those things put together is who you are and how you show up. Okay. So I want you to really identify what is your unique value proposition? What makes you different from competitors? What do you have that makes you stand out? Okay. The second thing that I want you to do is define your target audience. Okay. So this is who are you trying to reach? What are their needs and their desires and their pain points? I want you to tailor your messaging and branding to resonate with your ideal clients. Okay. And this is important because the size of your audience is irrelevant if the people in your audience aren't your ideal clients. Okay. If you're multitasking, come back to me because this is important. I'm going to say it again. If the size of your audience is irrelevant, if the people in your audience aren't your ideal clients. Okay. So if you have like this whole big audience and you have all these followers, but none of them actually want to buy from you and none of them like are people that you actually love to work with, then the size of your audience is irrelevant. It doesn't matter how many people that you have in your audience if the people that are in your audience aren't your ideal clients, aren't your target market. Okay. They can't benefit from what you're offering. Okay. So I want to give you an example. Marie Forleo's target audience is women entrepreneurs who want to build successful businesses while living a fulfilling life. Okay. That's similar to my audience. But Marie Forleo and I have different stories and we have different experiences. We have different values. Okay. So another example, one of my clients right now is working on defining her ideal client and her target audience. And she had some confusion about her niche. I think a lot of people have this confusion, like, how much should I narrow it down? And like, should I get so specific, like where they live and where they hang out and like how old they are and all of those things. And it's like, my take on this is that you don't have to narrow your niche down so much that it is so specific that you are just like, have like a smaller pool of people to market to, okay? Because your story is going to attract people that resonate with you as a person. So for example, like I don't just market to moms who have a master's degree and a corporate background and 3 young boys and who love to travel, who love personal development and who want to become life and business coaches. Okay, that's not my target audience, but that's who I am. So I attract women who resonate with one or some or all, sometimes even all, of those pieces of my own story. Does that make sense? So I want you to really define your target audience, but don't go down this rabbit hole of like, I need a niche that is like this exact perfect niche. Okay. Like you can narrow it down to just like the person that you like to work with or that you think that you want to work with if you haven't had any clients yet. Okay. So, and again, your messaging, which I'm going to talk about next, is what's going to draw in the right people. So what's going to draw in the right ideal clients that actually resonate with your message. Okay. Sorry, my voice is leaving me. Okay. So the third thing I want to talk about is developing your brand messaging. Okay, so your brand messaging should be clear and concise and consistent across all platforms. Okay, your unique value proposition and your target audience, you can use those to create your messaging that speaks directly to your ideal clients. So I want to give you an example here. Brené Brown's messaging is centered around vulnerability and courage and how they can lead to personal growth and success. Okay. So she's written a lot of, she's an author, she's a speaker, she holds all of these roles. But her brand messaging is centered all around vulnerability and courage. Okay. If you've ever read one of her books or you've listened to her speak, she talks about vulnerability and courage. Those are her themes. Okay. That's her messaging. That's how she reaches out to people that she knows can use her, can benefit from her content. Okay. So again, the more that you infuse you into your messaging, the more of your ideal clients that you will attract. Okay. And the reason for that is that you're repelling people who don't resonate with your story or your personality or the way you speak or your voice or anything that they don't like about you. You're repelling those people and you're only attracting the people that really do resonate with your brand and who resonate with your experiences and the things that you are talking about. Okay. So the fourth thing that I want to talk about is building a strong visual brand. Okay, so your visual brand should be consistent across all the platforms, just like the last one that I talked about. You shouldn't be having a brand message that's different on all the platforms. Okay, if you have if you haven't updated your LinkedIn and that's still alive, even if you don't go there, like that whatever that is should represent who you are right now, right? It should represent like the messaging that you have so that people don't get confused about your branding and they get confused about what you do and what you offer. Okay. So, so back to building this strong visual brand, like this should be consistent across all platforms. And you should be using things that reflect your personality, using colors and fonts and imagery that align with your personality and pictures that represent really who you are. So that's consistent with your brand messaging. Okay. So an example here is Amy Porterfield. Her visual brand is bright and bold and colorful and relatable, reflecting her optimistic and friendly personality and her simple marketing techniques. Okay. So if you go look her up and you see like you can see what I mean by a strong visual brand in terms of like the colors and the fonts and everything is consistent across all the platforms. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Vilma. Hi, Jessica. Nice to see you ladies. Okay. So Remember that you are unique, and that's a good thing. Okay. You want to stand out in a way that is like really authentic to you. And it really shows your own personality and who you are and how you show up in all of your experiences, right? Like I sometimes post things about my kids and like things that we do on the weekends and things we do in the afternoons, because like that's who I am, right? Like I'm showing up as the person that I am attracting, right? I'm showing up as the business owner who runs a successful business in part-time hours, with full-time income, and while still living a life that I love. Okay. So like I'm authentic to the brand that I'm putting out there, right? I love to travel. I love culture. I live in Guatemala. I'm from California. Right. I have 3 kids under age 4. Like I'm representing in my daily life, like who I am as a person and like how I show up. And that's also how I show up as a coach. Okay. Like this is my personality. So like the people who resonate with this are going to be attracted to me. They're going to want to work with me, and they're going to start building this know, like, and trust factor based on my brand, because of how I'm showing up authentically, of like who I actually am and the core values that I actually have, right? My core values of freedom and financial freedom and flexibility in work schedules and time and location freedom, and family, right? These are my core values. And so like me just showing up as I am is the easiest way to show who I am, but also the easiest way to attract the right people to me, right? I'm attracting the right people to me because I'm showing up authentically. Okay. So embrace your individuality and use it to your advantage when you're building your personal brand. Your authenticity and your passion are going to shine through and attract the right people to your business. Okay, so let's talk about how to grow your audience. I want to talk about 4 different ways to grow your audience. The first thing is to post niche-related content that inspires, educates, and entertains. Okay, so for example, right now, like I'm doing a live, and this is like I'm educating my audience. Okay. And at the end of this, I'm going to use a call to action. Okay. It's always important to use a call to action because people need to know, like, what's the next step? Like, what do I do if I want to work with you? Or what do I do if I want to buy something from you? Or what do I do like to get the next step in like in my journey of whatever it is that I'm doing, right? For me, it's like helping people in their entrepreneurship journey, helping them build their business, while they are juggling other things in life. Right. So you're posting content that inspires, educates, and entertains. The second thing is to socialize with people who follow you and also people who don't follow you. Okay, so this is you replying to comments, responding to stories, leaving genuine comments on their posts. Again, this isn't about being a weirdo. Don't be a weirdo. Like, don't respond to someone's post if like you didn't actually like it, or if it didn't resonate with you, or don't respond to their story if like you thought it was annoying, right? Or don't respond with something that's like inauthentic, right? This is you, like you're building relationships with people that you want to have long-term. This is a long-term strategy, building relationships and socializing with people and connecting with people. So don't be like be the normal you, be who you are in real life, because that's what's going to attract the right people, right? If you're showing up as someone who is inauthentic, you're going to attract the wrong people. You're going to attract people who like think that you're something that you're not, or that don't really resonate with what you're saying, okay, or who you really are. Okay, the third one here is to leave posts or comments in other people's Facebook groups and on other Instagram accounts. Okay, so this is like about reaching people who are outside of your network. If you missed this, I did a whole training on easy marketing strategies. If you missed that, come join my group, Confident and Courageous Biz Building Mamas, and you'll see that the replay is pinned. It's called Easy Marketing Strategies. Like you definitely want to go watch that if you didn't see that. So this is about the 2 marketing channels that I talk about, right? Inside of your network and outside of your network. The people inside of your network are people that like already know who you are. They already know what you do. And you're just building that know, like, and trust factor even more until they're ready to work with you. The people who are outside of your network don't know that you exist. Okay, so you want to be in both of those places so that you're growing your audience. Growing your audience is like you're getting people that are up, like they don't know about you, into your audience. Okay, and you're bringing them into your space so that they can connect with you and interact with you and understand what it is how it is that you can help them. Okay. And then the fourth thing here, the last thing here, is to do Facebook Lives in someone else's Facebook group. Okay, so this is an example of what I'm doing right now. I have my Facebook group and I have my people that are already in my network. And then I also do a Facebook Live in 2 other groups every week to like expand my reach, right? To grow my audience. If someone resonates with me, then they come to my Facebook group and they get my like extra trainings and all of my free resources and all of that. But my intention here is to grow my audience, right? It's to get people that resonate with my message and need my help in growing their business and growing, creating this part-time business with full-time income while living a life that they love. They're going to come over to my group, and then I'm going to be able to nurture them more, and they can see more of my personality, and I can help them more in my group. Okay. So if you missed it, last week, I actually created a free PDF checklist on exactly how to do this. So I'm not going to go into a lot of detail right now because I have a resource, a free resource that is exactly of how to do this. It's called the Facebook Live Visibility Checklist. So if you want that and if I didn't already send it to you, you don't have that already, just comment visibility in the comments right now. And when this live is over, I will go back and send that to you directly. So also in this visibility checklist, I have a link to a membership that I use that helps me make at least $6,000 to $10,000 more every month in income from new clients. So that has been a really great resource for me. Okay. In terms of getting outside of my Facebook group and expanding my reach and growing my audience, and really connecting with people who need my help in other people's groups. Okay. So there's a link to that membership that I use that helps me, again, make at least $6,000 to $10,000 more in income from new clients every month. So again, that's in the Facebook Live Visibility Checklist. So if you want that, just comment visibility. I will send that over to you. Okay, so I hope that you found this training valuable. I would love to hear your biggest takeaways in the comments. And also, if you would like more free trainings like this, plus bonus resources on mindset and time management, marketing, business strategy, come join my group, come join my Facebook group, Confident and Courageous Biz Building Mamas. I'm going to drop the link to that in the comments so that you can come join us over there. And then the last thing I want to say is, if this resonated with you, if you want to learn more about this, if you want to learn how to create a part-time business with full-time income, and just really get the business that you want in the time that you have, I would love for you to join me on a free time mastery strategy call. Okay, so if this resonated with you, maybe you've been here for a while, maybe this is your first time seeing me on video, but I would love to talk to you about learning how to just see how much time you have in your day to grow your business and uncover exactly what's been stopping you or slowing you down from having the life in the business that you really desire. Okay, so this is for women who are ready to show up for themselves. They are committed to investing time and money and energy into themselves in order to get what they really want. So if you're ready to get clear on that, if you want to join me on a free time mastery strategy call, I'm going to drop the link to that in the comments as well. So I love you, ladies. I'm grateful for you. Have an amazing rest of the week. I will drop those two links, one to my Facebook group and the other to my schedule if you want to book a free time mastery strategy call. If not, then I will see you ladies next week, same time, same place. I love you. Thank you. And I will see you soon.